All right, let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're going to see exactly how an apparel brand conquers the absolute chaos of supply chain management, and they do it by using Biznsbook as their single source of truth. If you've ever tried to manage inventory for clothing, you know firsthand it's a completely different beast than standard retail. You aren't just counting boxes on a shelf, you're tracking every single size, color, and meter of uncut fabric. So, we're looking at how a company called Loom Lane uses a unified ERP to seamlessly connect their operational modules right into their financial statements.
Here is a quick look at our agenda for today. We'll meet Loom Lane, look at tracking raw fabric rolls, master the variant matrix, cover custom tailoring and stitching, dive into wholesale sales and accessories, and wrap up with the single source of truth.
Okay, Section 1. Let's meet Loom Lane.
So we're going to trace a day in the life of this brand. We'll follow the physical flow of their goods, literally from raw material all the way to the final wholesale sale. You see, Loom Lane isn't just selling prepackaged items. They actually manufacture, alter, and distribute their own apparel. Because of that complexity, they need a system that tracks everything, from uncut fabric to finished garments, without missing a single beat. In a lot of businesses, this would mean jumping between a warehouse app, some random spreadsheet for tailoring, and standalone accounting software. But they are managing this entire lifecycle inside one unified platform. Right out of the gate, Loom Lane defines their new SS26 Coastal collection using the software's merchandising metadata. Biznsbook's clothing module actually lets them set up these reusable company-wide catalogs for sizes and colors. So before a single thread is even cut, they've got their seasons totally mapped out, tracking the collection status from active all the way down to clearance and archived.
Moving on to Section 2, tracking raw fabric rolls.
Now, standard inventory just won't cut it for apparel. You really need to track the exact meters left on specific rolls. Think about it like this. A typical warehouse might just know they have cotton, but Loom Lane needs to know the exact remaining length of their ivory, lemon, and navy cotton parent rolls, specifically rolls ROL 001 and 02. Biznsbook actually extends standard inventory to capture the exact roll number, barcode, and cost per meter the very second it hits the loading dock.
50 meters. Now, what's really interesting here is this 50-meter low stock alert threshold for their fabric rolls. In the apparel world, running out of your core material mid-production is, well, it's an absolute disaster.
And having this alert means Loom Lane literally never accidentally runs out of their core navy cotton right in the middle of a production run. By utilizing the fabric dashboard, the warehouse team monitors active rolls, spots exhausted rolls, and gets automatic alerts when that 50-meter threshold is hit. It perfectly empowers the purchasing team to create a new purchase order long before the shop floor actually runs out of material. It's a real game changer.
Section 3. Let's talk about mastering the variant matrix.
Look at this. Biznsbook instantly generates a massive variant matrix for their essential tee across sizes small to large and 3 different colors: black, navy, and white. Instead of creating each item one by one, Loom Lane just sets up a parent item, the LL-TEE-ESS, and selects the required sizes and colors from that global catalog we talked about earlier.
So instead of manually entering 9 different items, the system creates them instantly. It automatically generates the matrix and assigns unique variant barcodes to every single size and color combination. From here, they can easily manage independent per-variant pricing. Maybe the navy-colored large costs slightly more to produce. They can handle that and instantly export the data for custom label printing workflows. And because the whole system is unified, all of these variants sync directly to their core inventory stock levels.
Next up, Section 4, custom tailoring and stitching.
Now, for a special order, like one for Harbor Boutique, the system can flawlessly differentiate between using Loom Lane's own stock versus a fabric the boutique provided themselves. This is huge. When they generate a stitching order, they capture the customer details, assign a specific tailor, and dictate exactly where the fabric is coming from. If it's shop fabric, it just deducts from their own roll meters. But if it's customer provided, it tracks the client's material without messing up Loom Lane's internal valuation at all.
The really crucial point here is this exact status workflow, ensuring that the Harbor Boutique stitching order is tracked at every single phase on the shop floor. So it goes from received to in progress to QC pending to ready and finally delivered. Management isn't wandering around the sewing machines asking for updates. They just check the digital board. They see exactly when an order moves statuses, and they can print custom order slips for the tailor, all from the exact same platform that manages their warehouse.
All right, Section 5, Wholesale Sales and Accessories.
This timeline here shows the standard order-to-cash flow for things like wholesale accessory orders for belts and socks. It reserves the stock, ships it out, and invoices, all perfectly synced. On day 1, they confirm the sales order, which instantly reserves the stock in the warehouse, so literally no one else can sell it. On day 3, the warehouse uses a fast dispatch barcode scanner to pack the boxes, posting a delivery note that physically issues the goods out of inventory. And finally, on day 5, the finance team posts the sale invoice. And here's the absolute magic part. Because the system knows the goods shipped on day 3, the invoice records the revenue but does not deduct the stock a second time. It is totally 100% seamless.
And that brings us to Section 6, the single source of truth. Because of the setup, every fabric roll received, every single tee manufactured, and every wholesale accessory shipped automatically posts directly to the general ledger. No double entry required whatsoever. When the warehouse receives those fabric rolls we talked about, the system automatically posts the input tax and accounts payable. When Harbor Boutique's custom stitching order is finalized and billed, the revenue and cost of goods sold are instantly updated. Your operations team and your finance team are finally looking at the exact same numbers. It takes a unified ERP to seamlessly connect operational modules, like clothing and inventory, directly into your financial statements. You completely eliminate the costly errors that happen when spreadsheets just don't talk to each other. Whether you're running a compliance check on taxes, checking your warehouse capacity for incoming winter coats, or looking up the exact amount of navy cotton left on roll 002, you do it all from one place.
So, here's a provocative thought to leave you with today. If your systems aren't talking to each other right now, what is it really costing your business? I mean, how many hours are lost to manual data entry? And how many sales are lost simply because you didn't know you were out of a specific fabric? Understanding your supply chain from end to end isn't just about being organized. It is absolutely crucial for unlocking growth. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I highly recommend checking out Biznsbook.com to see how a unified system can transform your own operations.